Welcome everyone back to another Let's Play Hegemony 3. In this episode I want to start off by acknowledging a few great comments I've gotten from the previous videos. First of all, Urban Cohort has been leaving nice little tidbits for me throughout the series so far. Just a note on how I record these videos: I don't really record and then post right away. I typically record on the weekends, like 4 or 5 episodes. So if I don't respond to a comment in the next video, it's just because it's been done in the past already. It's too late to change. So Urban Cohort was mentioning that I can actually redo my supply lines. So I have a bit of an inefficient design right now. I thought that food supplies or lumber supplies, I just thought that resources had to go directly to a resource collection center. But this isn't true. Actually, I can, for example, erase this one. Come on. Supply lines are a little finicky. There it is. And just, that was 14, and this one is a 12. I think it was it 14? 16, and this one's 12. So I'm saving myself 4 money. I thought that each resource had to go to a collection point itself, because, and although these still are, I thought the food could only go from a resource collection center to another resource collection center. But having these supply lines actually allows food to flow through this lumber mill into this camp. And that's very interesting. I did not know that. So here's another inefficiency we can see. I'm already going to this livestock farm. I might as well go from this livestock farm to Mutna directly. And then I need to probably zoom in and erase one of these supply lines. That one. So now what's happening is the camp is going to the food, and the food is going to Mutna, which allows Mutna and the camp to be directly connected. So thanks a lot to Urban Cohort for mentioning that to me. It's actually a really good point. So we can make our supply lines a little more efficient, save a little more money. Now, I've always said money is not the deciding factor in your games, but if you think about it more, it's what else is if it's not money? Because the more money you have, the more units you can recruit, and you can't just steamroll a game with money. So I'm going to kind of cut back a little. I should say something like money doesn't usually ruin your games, but it is ultimately a great key to winning them. It's probably better to say it that way. Okay, so here's another supply inefficiency. We have 14 versus 9. So let's save ourselves another 5. Seems to be that you can catch the supply lines at their origin more easily than in the middle. So it's easier to catch this. In the middle, it's kind of hard to grab. That's just my experience. Okay, so what other inefficiencies do we have? I think this is fine. I don't think it costs any less for... This one will just be a one-off chain. This all looks good to me. I think we have an inefficiency here, so we need to go to this mine. Well, first let's cancel this one. So this is going from camp to camp. And it's costing 13. Let's cancel that. And let's just go from the mine to the camp, which is 9. So doing all these things, I think we've saved ourselves about 20 gold per week. And hey, that's nothing to scoff at. Here's another one. We can do 14 instead of, what is this one currently? 17. Okay, so we save ourselves another 3. Now, I'm not sure if there's a disadvantage to this. I'm still not convinced, and perhaps Urban Cohort will mention to me, whether or not this actually slows down the rate that supplies are moved. Maybe if you want to move from this camp to this bridge, if it moves directly, does it get there faster than if it has to stop by? I have no idea. I know that there are little carts actually in the game. Let's see if we can find one. No, of course not. There's one right there. So I know there actually are supply carts. I don't know if these actually represent the goods being transferred, and I suspect not. Although I think there is some value to actually destroying those carts. Like, they do have some physical significance, they're not just graphical. Okay, so that being said, let's move on to the next comment, which was from Kaylin, who had some excellent comments as well. Oh yeah, Urban Cohort also mentioned to me that I also already was thinking about this, but I could build some markets to increase my money. And I've been saying, oh, I prefer libraries. Kaylin also thinks that libraries are a good idea because the computer is going to out-tech me. But the important thing is I've been doing this really long supply line from Spina to Adria, and I could have just done if I right click and hold, I can create a C supply line. Now it says it's not available, so am I mistaken? Is Kaylin mistaken here? Can we do this? Not available. I don't know why it's not available. Oh, it's winter. Okay, yes. I don't think you can have sea supply lines in the winter, but so maybe these land supply lines are necessary, but one of the comments was that I could have just connected Spina with Adria with a sea supply line, which would have been at least a quick fix solution to Adria's problems when we first acquired it, because it wasn't winter. Okay, so anyways, that's 5 minutes on the comments. I really appreciate them. Another thing is I've been talking about this colonist mechanic, and I've been saying it's a little buggy. Well, the good news for, well, the game, but bad news for me, is this has been patched. So in fact, the game has recently been patched to make colonists more expensive, etc. Now I'm playing on Steam, but I have chosen to not automatically upgrade to the newest patch. What I want to do is just capture just one city with the old colonist method. I'm not sure what point point there is to that, but I just want to do it because I don't know. I kind of built my whole expansion policy on this. I want to show what it was like, and then I'll just upgrade between videos. I'm going to do a lot of save games just to make sure this doesn't corrupt any of my save game files. But typically after release, patches don't break save games. So we'll just after we do one city, one of the things that happens is the colonists that you expend to change a culture, now they no longer are added to the recruit pool, or that's my understanding. So that trick has been, well, Longbow Games has caught on, is really what I'm trying to say. So now let's actually unpause. I've decided not to pursue this eastern, southeastern type conquest. In the end, I don't really see the point. We're going to gain more money from capturing Parma and the mine here than just trying to like wage war back and forth. So what I'll probably do is just let them capture it, then just jump in with my worker, recapture it. I'll have my axemen nearby just to kind of support, but they'll probably just patrol more than actually stick around. So I'm going to capture the bridges here and link across, and I think, which camp do we have to hold? So allegedly there's a camp right here. We're going to storm into it as soon as the other axemen come by. And then we're going to take Parma on this in this episode. And hopefully we'll even further expand. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Which bridge? I don't know. I have so many. There's so many damn bridges in the north of Italy. And it's a little ridiculous, but that's fine. Okay. Seems to be impossible to select a unit. You always end up selecting the bridge. And dragging seems to help. Oh, so this is not a fordable crossing? I guess not. So you can see that it's not a fordable crossing because he has to... Okay, well, why don't you just go all the way over here then? And you will capture this one. If it was a fordable crossing, he would have just run across, but since it's not, I'm not going to build a bridge there. I mean, for crying out... Damn it, actually, I do need a bridge somewhere. Because I am going to need to connect these eventually. One more bridge. That's it. That's all I'm giving them. Just one more. Okay, so let's just go ahead and send the workers in here. They'll capture and start working. And I'll leave my accent down here as a reaction force, you know, to respond to anything. But it's unlikely that I'll do any offensive action against the Umbri. We'll just allow this tug of war back and forth with that mine to continue. Okay, so we've streamlined things a bit. Once again, thank you for all the comments. It's really helping me learn the game better, which is cool. Let's see what we have to get done. I think I have some cities that don't have libraries in them, like so. And I think if I get enough libraries... I also should be upgrading these to library 2, so I'm pretty sure that... Okay, come on. There it is, library 2. So I'm pretty sure that I didn't upgrade those to library 2s. There's probably going to be some cities that are ready for upgrade. No, I just started one off camera, right? Yeah. And food situation here, has it gone down to half? Not quite, but almost. Okay. I think I am going to have to build a bridge here. So let's just do it. This is the closest one to Parma, so I'll go ahead and build it here. Okay, you're almost out of food, so let's go ahead and cross back real fast. Why are there 2 units being selected? Are there 2 units there? Oh, I didn't know. Well, that's fine. So let's load up on food and get ready to take the camp that we should take. I'll just let that bridge construct itself. Let's keep zoomed in enough. Okay, so this is now done. So for the cost of 17, we go up to 68. Yep, that's a good deal. So we'll just keep making that money while we can. We're defended in the north because I have a hoplite here and an axeman. So I feel safe there. I have an axeman in the south. Probably I should have a hoplite and an axeman. And we can definitely afford it, so why don't we just create our yet another unit out of Adria. Whoop. Okay, speaking of enemies in Adria. Let's get another hoplite, and now let's deal with this unit. Great, so now, again, I have this alternate salaries, but for the same reasons I mentioned before, I would like to capture more slaves, so let's just go ahead and move these units up. And I assume you're probably not in skirmish mode. Let's put you in skirmish mode just to get there a little faster. It's the same thing, it looks like it's 2 skirmishers, it is. Yeah. Oh, wait, no. Peltis. Oh, so they're using Peltis now. Okay, well that's fine. That should be even less effective against my hoplites. Hopefully they still give me as many wonderful slaves. Okay. You're good, please load my food. Everybody get food. So when 2 military units come in close contact with each other, they share food. I've noticed this. So the reason why these guys were at 20 food, but they dropped down to like 11, is because they were sharing their food with the hoplites here. So your units will starve all at the same time because they will share food until the point of starvation. And it does seem like our our hoplites are not going to get to the bridge in time, so we'll go ahead and form phalanx mode and just lure them to ourselves. The axemen should be good enough at doing that. Let's see. I wonder, they're 75 and 90, so they are technically 75 and 86, yeah. Charge strength of 50, and these guys have a charge strength of 37. So they are just better than me. I cannot let my axemen actually get caught, so we'll just use them to lure. Go back down here. And I'm trying to remember all the different things I'm doing at the same time. So this bridge is about to be constructed, which will, for some reason, cancel the supply line. I've never really understood this mechanic. If maybe this is fixed in the next patch too, but now I can actually get this connected. So this will supply me over here. So let's get all my units over. Fine, I'll just select all 3. I don't care. I don't want them to be in formation, but for the time being, it's fine. Okay, so continue to move forward. You're not going to charge, but let's get these guys into actual range support mode, because I think that's going to be the most effective for them. Oh, what the heck? Okay, that's not what I want. Just turn. Okay, just attack. Good. Can you attack there? I'm going to let the Peltis bombard my hoplites because my hoplites have such high defense. Oh, they switched targets though, didn't they? I think we'll be okay. I'm going to do a little bit of kiting though. I'm going to have my axemen just retreat because they're getting massacred. They're down to half their unit already. And still losing, although they're firing at dead bodies, I'm still losing units. But I should win this fight and then I can turn around and defeat the other Peltis as well. So hopefully this works the way I'm presuming it will. And this is kind of nice because the axemen, they're not in any area where they're covered. Let's run them back over here. Okay, no, actually, let's just run them over here. Because I'm going to let them capture the enemy units while the hoplites deal with the rest of the people. Okay, let's run this way then. You can see the hoplites are very effective against ranged units. Really, they're just very effective units altogether. See if we can get around without getting capped by the hoplite. Yep. By the peltis. I didn't want them to engage the peltis. So they'll now pursue those units. That's fine. That's what I want them to do. And these hoplites are about to win, so let's set them to skirmish mode so they're a little faster on the run and capture these units. We should get them. Usually you're, yeah, able to capture them like that. Like so. Okay, let's move these back down to my slave stockpile down here. And I'm pretty sure these axemen will capture them. So let's go over here. I've set up a formation which I want to just ignore entirely. So this camp actually does provide slightly further, and I do have it, but I don't know if it's doing anything for me. So just to save a little bit of money, I'm going to go ahead and demolish this one. It's not that like it doesn't cost anything to really rebuild, so the only thing it costs to rebuild is time from your units. So no sense for us not to do that. Okay, let's move these hoplites back across the river so they're back in supply. Let's get both. Let's do the same with these guys, the axemen, and let's move the slaves down here. And now we can go ahead and attack over here. I'll just move everyone forward, but really it's the hoplites we want going first. So there's a camp supposedly right here. We just need to hold it for 20 days. That's interesting. I've never actually seen a day mechanic until this. Everything's done in weeks, so I suppose that's, what, 3 weeks? It's important that we don't actually engage any of the forces here, which I hope this doesn't provoke an attack. We should be friendly. If I go to diplomacy, we are neutral. They're terrified of me. Oh, that's nice. What a nice thought. Okay, quick survey. Everything seems good. These cities might be ready to upgrade soon. Yeah, they are. So we'll go ahead and do that. We're running out of food, of wood, but it'll just happen. In fact, I won't upgrade Spina yet. I'll wait for Ravenna to finish. It's a little more efficient if you finish one and then do the next. Okay. But we'll have to increase our wood supply soon. Are there any wood collection centers that I'm ignoring? Yes, this one, huh? Exactly. And it wouldn't be so bad for us to connect this to this bridge. Now that I know about this chaining of resource buildings, I don't have to go right from this fort over here. So it's pretty nice. I think we have the slaves to do it too, and it might be worth doing it even with workers. Well, let's finish this situation first. They're in skirmish mode. They just take a long time even to walk in skirmish mode, I guess. Alright guys, keep supporting. Huh, where is this camp? It's right here. We are, like, looking at it. Do I have to construct it first? Is that the thing? No, don't disband. Oh. This is so weird. I actually have to... Yeah, of course it says construct or capture camp. So I have to construct it. Fine. I think I have to right-click and I left-clicked. It's not intuitive. Yeah, you have to right-click. Okay, fine. We'll hold that camp for however long it takes. Let's just move this axeman back. This doesn't look like it requires any actual combat units. One should be sufficient. Okay, so we have 19 raiders. Maybe we should meet over here and start getting wood. Let's meet over here and get this wood, which is ours. Okay, good. Actually, let's just throw everybody in there. We can combine the slaves once they're in there. Right, so that's a really useful tip, knowing that you can connect things in any manner. Yeah, like here's an example where it's not that efficient to do. Oh, we're actually starving. You don't have food, huh? Oh, you do. Might have just been a little bit out of supply. I didn't notice. Okay, so now we're holding it for 3 days, whatever. Oh, here comes a group of raiders. So let's prepare ourselves. We're almost out of food, so hopefully this battle doesn't take very long, because our supply will start to fall. I mean, our morale will start to fall when they come. Just raiders, though, I can deal with. Okay, let's actually go at them, because One, they're slingers. Yeah, good. And we're gonna run out of food soon, so let's just charge. Okay, these guys in skirmish mode, good. I don't need them to be in. The phalanx mainly just gives us plus 25 defense. So plus 20 morale, bigger block, plus 25%. I don't care about any of those things against skirmishers. My main concern is just get there as quickly as possible. Movement speed. Okay, let's put the slaves in the fort for now, because what else am I going to do with them? Okay, capture more slaves. Bring these guys back. We still have enough food, and they will share food, so let's put them both in here. Don't think anything else is happening, and in 10 more days we should... What the heck? What are you doing? Follow these people. Enemy cavalry, interesting. Ha, well, that's... Do we have enough food? We still have enough food. Okay, well, let's make this count then. It's very interesting. They aren't supposed to have this really tight formation unless they're in battle line or in phalanx. So I'm going to go to phalanx mode just because I'm not sure. I might actually need the extra defenses against cavalry. So let's go ahead and Axemen, where are you going? Can you just support for a second? Let's make you range support. Obviously against cavalry, hoplites are top tier. Absolutely what you want. Let's go ahead and charge him, in fact. Okay, stop. So that we don't get the... We want the charge block, and you can only get the charge block if you're defending. Okay, now let's actually have these guys skirmish against their slingers, because we know we'll win that. And we'll win this fight too. They're saying they're low on food, which is why we have to win this very, very quickly. Okay, so we can do a little combining of forces here. Just right click and the puzzle pieces fit together. That's all good. There's more raiders over here. Jeez. Okay, we actually are going to need you, so please... Where are they going? They're going to take that lumber mill? It's fine. Okay, and you're going in here. Now we have a few units, but enough that I'll actually start connecting this, which will put us a little bit negative, but that's fine. Gold, not a concern, as I always say. Okay, this is actually really troublesome because although I'm capturing a lot of slaves, they're throwing so many units at me and I'm not resupplying. Okay, we'll just solve this problem by resupplying like this. Good, now we should be resupplying in here. Can you capture this thing like I asked? Good. I want the slaves to fall back behind me so that they aren't disrupted by the new incoming raiders. There they are. Okay, more slaves. And I need the axemen. They shouldn't be out of food supply anymore. Good. Yeah, I didn't want to do this, but whatever. We're just about to capture Parma, and it'll all be worth it in the end. I think I'll probably even destroy this camp. It's not anything useful to me. So forward march. Okay, they actually have hoplites, so now that we see they have hoplites, we'll be a little more careful. We'll put these guys in... What the heck? More raider rabble? Oh my gosh. We're really being beset on all sides by raiders. So we're going to have to move these axemen back as quickly as possible. These are skirmishers, hoplites, but they have a speed of 8. And I think my axemen only have a speed of 8. I did create a new hoplite, so what I'll do is I'll shift everyone. Hoplite here. Skirmish mode, good. Get down here as fast as possible. And you just load up on food, and I guess you can come this way. Okay. So we're about to engage here, that's fine. We'll engage with both our ranged and our hoplites. Hopefully we can just destroy these peltists before they really engage in the battle. And then in the actual front one-to-one battle, these guys have less units anyways, only 30, and I have... Whoop. We discovered a different enemy. And what's your trait? No. we discovered a new faction, but where? Is it a mistake? I don't see this new faction. So the enemy side is fine. Well, it's not fine. It's definitely not fine, but I think we'll be able to deal with it. It's out of food, low morale, skirmisher. They'll probably try to retreat back, so what I'll do is I'll just head to this bridge, try to cut off their escape, and we'll go to skirmish mode. Okay, these guys are slowly capturing something. Just one more day and we win. We take over Parma, which will be a good place for us to stop too. Okay, we did something. Let's just have these guys focus on this and have these axemen run as fast as possible to take... is that just one? Well, I am the good shepherd. I will take all of the lost sheep, including just even one slave unit. It's worth my while. Okay, so Parma has joined us. Aha. Aha. Good, so there's some kind of bug, and we've discovered a new bug. This might actually destroy the rest of my gameplay from this one, unless the new patch helps us. Maybe I should have just let Steam update. Okay. Well, I'm going to call this episode to a close and see if I can figure out this bug. I had this bug once before when the game was first released when I was playing, and I took over a city that didn't have a name. This does have a name, so I'm going to go ahead and maybe put this into bug reports. Hegemony 3, still not a complete game. Still a little buggy. Anyways, thanks for watching this one, and I'm going to see if I can figure this out, and if I can't, we'll have to reload the episode and go back, start just this Let's Play, just this episode, over on the new patch, which is a little frustrating, 30 minutes of recording wasted, but hopefully that's not the case. In any case, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next.